different ways to meditate, a lot of different styles. I'm going to teach you something. It's very easy to do. It's simple. It works. And finish your meditation 10 minutes before you go to bed. You should ideally not do it in bed, but if you have to, it's okay. But the reason you don't want to do it in bed is because you really need to sit upright. It's best done in a chair. And you don't want to do it right before bed or while you're in bed, because it kind of confuses your mind. Especially if you have trouble sleeping. You shouldn't be doing anything in your bed other than sleeping. You shouldn't be reading books. You shouldn't be watching TV. You shouldn't be working on your computer. When you go to sleep, just sleep, and you'll train your body that way. So start your meditation ideally 10 minutes before bed. But in reality, you could do it any time of the day. You can do it multiple times a day. But as I said, do it before bed. All you need is 10 minutes. However, if you can do longer, it's going to be that much better for you. But it's a minimum of 10 minutes. And if you happen to get interrupted while you're in the middle of meditating, do not worry. As long as you're interrupted for less than, let's say the phone rings or a dog barks, somebody interrupts you, just say, I'm meditating, I'll be right with you. Thanks. And as long as you get back to your meditation within like a minute or two, and you add on another 5 minutes to your routine, you're all set. You can continue on, not a problem. As I mentioned before, you want to find a quiet place, as quiet as possible. You could theoretically do it outside, and when you get better at meditation or you practice, you'll be able to kind of tune out other noises. But ideally, just do it in a very quiet room, anywhere where there's no noise, really. You're going to be sitting upright. Ideally, do this in a chair, so your back is against the chair, and sit all the way up so that you can expand your lungs to their maximum capacity. The idea is to take in as much air as you can. There's no need to be folding your legs in a special position. You don't have to hold your hands in any position or arms in a special way. It's very simple. Just put your body into a relaxed position. Let your shoulders fall down naturally. You're going to keep your eyes closed throughout the whole session. There's no need to be checking your watch or anything like that. You'll be amazed how 10 minutes actually just feels like 4 minutes, if that. But keep them closed throughout the whole session. The process involves taking very deep breaths in through your nose and breathing out through your mouth, exhaling through your mouth. You want to inhale, as I said, just to fill up your entire lungs, as much air as you can take in through your nose. Make sure you do not hold your breath. As soon as you're done inhaling and you've reached your maximum capacity for your lungs, you begin the exhaling process through your mouth. When you exhale, you're going to, as I said, exhale through your mouth. You're going to purse your lips to accentuate your exhale. What does that mean, purse your lips? Well, kind of like that, what your lips look like when you're blowing out a candle, like you're puckering almost. You do that so that you can really accentuate the exhale. You want to hear yourself exhale. If it helps, picture the way, or imagine a dragon breathing out fire while you're doing this, or what your breath would look like as you breathe out on a really cold day. That looks like smoke. It's not smoke, but you really want to hear yourself. So it's going to sound something like this. Take in through your mouth. That's the exhale. You're going to breathe in through your nose. You really have to accentuate the exhale. Imagine you are blowing out candles, or you're trying to blow out something that just won't go out, a fire that won't go out. You want to hear it. You want to see it. Visualize it in your head. That's the biggest part of it. The second part of this whole thing is keeping a count. You're going to keep a count from 1 to 100. You never go above 100. In theory, you can start with any number and go up to 100, and then as soon as you reach 100, you reset. And you can ideally go back to 1 or start with any number, but you never want to go below 1. You never want to go above 100. Keeping the count is the most important thing. While you're doing this, you're going to get distracted. You're going to have other thoughts. That's okay, as long as you're keeping the count and keep breathing. The method: in through your nose, out through your mouth. how do you keep the count? The count changes on the exhale. I'm going to try to demonstrate this. It's a little bit difficult because I can't talk and breathe at the same time, but essentially you breathe in through your nose, and when you go out, that's the change in the numbers when you finally finish the exhale. So it's 2, 3. I know that sounds funny, but the idea is that as you're exhaling, you're changing your count. As I said, if you get off the count, not a big deal, just start with any number. The idea is just the count is just keeping you focused. Visualize, I know it's a lot of things to visualize. You're visualizing your breath, you're visualizing the numbers, but yeah, try to see the numbers in front of you in your head as well as your breath. Imagine your breath is like thick air, or it's that smoke that you can see. Again, if you get distracted, you're going to have thoughts. That's actually okay. As I said before, you can actually have inspirational thoughts. You can have creative thoughts. You may actually solve some of your daily problems while you're meditating. You don't want to be doing that. That's not the idea, but it's okay if you do. If you realize that you're drifting off, just go back to the count and go back to visualizing your breath, seeing your breath. So I'm just going to demonstrate again how it should sound. Do it with me if you want to. Eventually, as you do this for 7, 8 minutes, you're going to get into a zone. Sometimes you may see some colors, you may see stars. Your body may still feel a little bit tingly, you may get the chills. It's all okay. At some point you're going to be doing this and you're going to like, oh, this feels good. I just want to keep doing this. It's just it's kind of inexplainable, and everybody's experience is different. When you're finished meditating, you're just going to feel totally relaxed. It's almost like your head is in a bit of a cloud. I don't know how else to say. I use the word you feel a high, but it's not a drug high. It's again, it's inexplainable, but you'll know it when you'll feel it. That's it, and you'll know it because you'll feel something you haven't felt before. That night, I guarantee you'll sleep better. It's been proven. You're going to sleep. You're going to be in a deeper REM cycle. You're going to wake up feeling a lot more refreshed, and ultimately, this should lead to less at night. Over time, if you can work on your stresses, address the ones that you can, take them head on, whether it be a looming deadline or something, recognizing what you're stressed about, dealing with it, and meditating at the same time, you should feel relief or clenching, and ultimately you'll get relief from your TMJ. Your jaw won't hurt anymore when you wake up. This is, it's a technique. It's like anything else. It's you have to learn it. It takes time, so don't give up. Just keep trying. If you can't do it for more than a few minutes the first night, try it again the next night, or the next day, or try it multiple times during the day. As I say, even if you do it for 5 minutes, you're just practicing your technique, and eventually you'll get to 10 minutes. You need to do it at least 5 days in a row, but technically you should see a difference even on the first night if you get it right and you do it for at least 10 minutes. Look, if you have success with this method, I urge you to pass it along to other people because it can help them too. It's just that simple. I mean, everybody can use this technique. Everybody can benefit from it. Feel free to share your experiences. If you have any questions, I always try to get back as soon as possible, within reason. This time, this can be a little bit more complicated, and I'll try to address any questions I can. But I do think this will help people, all of you out there, in terms of your everyday life, and especially in terms of your TMJ issues. Thanks for joining me, and good luck, everybody.